Hello all. Well, there's a lot of anniversaries this year. So many, in fact, that one of them completely passed me by. The 25th anniversary of the Croydon Trams. So let's do something about that, shall we? Let's do... I don't know. The Croydon Trams, 25 years, 25 facts. Some of these you might know already. Some of them, I hope, will be new to you. Anyway, here we go. This video accelerates and brakes very quickly. Please use all available handrails and overhead handles. Number 1. The tram system consists of 3 routes: Wimbledon to Elmer's End, Wimbledon to Beckenham Junction, and New Addington to West Croydon. All 3 are connected and share track in the centre of Croydon. Number 2. The system opened on the 10th of May 2000, hence the existence of this video, albeit somewhat belated. 3. There are 39 stops. 4. The system is 17 miles or 28 kilometres in total route length. 5. Many of the automated announcements on the trams are provided by newsreader Nicholas Owen, who I am told is also a tram enthusiast. Good man. 6. The system uses 2 types of tram in revenue-earning service. The 23 older ones are the Bombardier CR4000 type. 12 are the Stadler Variabahn, which started coming in 2012. 7. The section of line between Mitcham and Wandle Park dates all the way back to 1803, when it was part of the Surrey Iron Railway between Wandsworth and Croydon. This makes it the oldest section of public railway in the world. 8. This was not the first lot of trams in Croydon. The first trams to run in Croydon began service in 1879. Back then they were horse-drawn. The various tramway companies experimented with steam power, fireless steam power, gas power, battery electric power, and finally conventional electric power in 1901. The original trams lasted until 1951, when they were withdrawn by London Transport. The following year, the last London Transport trams ended service. 9. The tram numbers start at 2530. That's because the last London Transport tram to enter service was 2529. I like the fact that they decided to continue that sequence. 10. The busiest stop is East Croydon, not entirely surprising as it's a major bus stop and railway station. 11. The quietest stop is Avenue Road. 12. The branch to New Addington gives that town its first ever rail connection, but the lack of a rail connection had been under consideration for quite some time. The first proposal for a tram to New Addington was made in the 1970s. One early suggestion was that it would have used double-decker trams operating in pairs. 13. Other wacky schemes to connect New Addington to the rest of the world included a people mover, a monorail, and a hover train. I am pretty sure I'm going to have to come back to this in a future video. 14. The fare system on the trams is the same as on the buses, with a ride on the tram charged at the same price as the bus. This also means the hopper fare is in use, so if you get on 2 trams within an hour, or 1 bus and 1 tram, or whatever combination thereof, you only get charged once. 15. As a result of this system, the tram has its own separate fare zone thing going on the tube map. It appears on the tube map in light green. 16. The system is officially known as London Trams, but when it was first opened, it was called the Croydon Tramlink, taking its cue from Thameslink. In 2008, it was taken over by Transport for London and the system was rebranded. 17. Other names considered during development included South Met, the Croydon Hopper, Croydon Advanced Passenger Transport, and the Croydon Shopper. 18. Also in 2008, the livery of the trams began to change. Originally, it was red and white, but TfL repainted them green, blue and white to differentiate them from the buses. 19. Scott McIntosh, part of the development team for the system, reported that during the consultation for the scheme in the 1990s, he was forbidden from calling it a tram on the grounds that it sounded old-fashioned. However, older residents who remembered the trams from the first time around loved the concept. 20. The only direct connection between the trams and the Underground is at Wimbledon, although there is out-of-station interchange with South Wimbledon Station at Morden Road. 21. 3 of the terminal stops were intended to be in different locations from where they ended up. New Addington was supposed to be by the shops. Elmer's End was intended to be in the centre of town, and Wimbledon would have been outside the station south of the road bridge. 22. Because many of the tram lines are old railway lines, you can see several abandoned stations along the way, like this one at Mitcham, this one at Merton Park, and this one at Woodside. But one of the less obvious ones is at Whaddon Marsh. These sort of orangey-pinky lampposts are faded from Network South East Red and lit the entranceway. 23. The stop at Central was added in 2005. Coincidentally, this is right next to where the Surrey Iron Railway began. 24. The Surrey Iron Railway is also why there's a road called Tramway Path in Mitcham, even though it long predates the current tram network. The railway was known as a tramway, although it didn't bear much resemblance to what we'd now call a tramline. The next fact is 25, where this video will terminate. 25. There have been a number of proposals to extend the tram network over the years. The 2 most prominent were one to Crystal Palace and, more recently, one to Sutton. The Sutton route, which would likely have run from Collier's Wood, was looking very promising until the pandemic hit. It is currently on hold due to a lack of funding, although local support remains strong. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if so, it would be pleasant if you left a like, and if you'd like to see more, consider hitting subscribe. 2 incredibly useful sources for this video were Alan Yearsley's Croydon Tram to Tram Link and Gareth David's Croydon Tram Link, A Definitive History. I discovered while fact-checking this that TfL have also done a 25 facts thing on their own blog, but I was too lazy and lacking in integrity to abandon my script. At least the facts are mostly different. I would like as ever to thank my donors on Ko-fi, on Patreon, and here on YouTube for your always generous support. You are the pantograph to my tram. And I will see you all again very soon. Cheerio.